everybody, and welcome in the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for women's soccer here on a Tuesday afternoon in Santa Clarita. A cold, chilly night here tonight. Finally starting to feel a little bit like fall as we get ready for the Citrus Owls and the College of the Canyons Cougars. Alongside Mari Kanizel, I'm Matt Robinson. Happy to have you along with us as we get ready for what we hope will be a pretty good match between these two squads. College of the Canyons this year 9-4-1, 5-2-1 on the season in conference play. Citrus 10-2-1 and 6-2 in conference play this year, as it's a very important match when it comes down to the conference standings between these two teams here today. So we're getting ready to go here, just waiting on the officials to roll out. Mari, nice to have you back on the broadcast with us here today.
Good to be here.
Missed you the last couple of weeks.
I'm sure you did.
We apologize if we're a little preoccupied tonight. Of course, the Dodgers playing in the World Series, game number 4, up 3-0. So there might be a little bit of an eye on that tonight as we get ready for action here. The starting goal for Citrus, it'll be Liliana Miramontes. Won her last time out against LA Valley, a 3-0 win. Is started all 14 games this year for Citrus. Didn't allow any goals. Picked up her 7th shutout of the year, clean sheet of the year. On the other side, Haley Bench won her last time out against Glendale. Played all 90 minutes. Picked up her 2nd clean sheet of the season as she faced just 1 shot. So Citrus will be in their white uniforms attacking the goal to our left here in the first half. They will start with the ball. Canyons in their familiar blue uniforms. Moving to our right as the lights start to turn on. So we get ready for Citrus and College of the Canyons here on this Tuesday, and an important WSC South Conference match as we are underway. Citrus will serve the ball onto the near side to Adriana Mejia. She has it taken right away from her by Bailey Williamson, and it'll go right out of play. Citrus, a 1-0 winner over College of the Canyons back on the 4th of October. That has them right now sitting in 2nd in the conference at 6-2. College of the Canyons, of course, 5-2-1. A win behind Citrus. Each team a win behind, or a loss, excuse me, more than Santa Monica right now. Santa Monica at 7-1, leading the conference. So still, the conference very much in play for both these sides. As for Canyons, looking for a result in their 4th straight match. There's Citrus with the ball on their foot. They'll move it to the near side of the field. Mejia will pick it up. And Striegel trying to battle with Alyssa Quiros, able to take it away from her. Striegel, the only credited goal in the last match for College of the Canyons. Cougars won 2-0 over Glendale. Got help from an own goal by the Vaqueros. For Striegel, her 7th goal of the season, 2nd on the team in goals. Canyons this year, it's been really about scoring depth for the Cougars. A number of different goal scorers on the season, 10 of them to be exact in their last 6 contests. 7 different ladies have scored.
Yeah, that's a lot for the Cougars. Usually it lands on 1 or 2 players, and they've had a lot. That's good for them.
So they try and work with Garcia to the far side of the field. Wenz will play it back. Down in the dirt. Or, excuse me, Goodman, then he'll play it on the near side. Williamson a chance, and she scores. She's onside on the play, and Canyons with a 1-0 lead in the first 5 minutes of the match as Williamson cutting down on great service to the near side, and the Cougars up 1-0.
That almost looked like exactly what their game plan was. It looked very calculated and very well put together, and very well executed on all ends of that.
I think it was Garcia, Alexa. I think it was Alexa Garcia.
For Williamson, her 5th of the year, comes in the 3rd minute.
I think it was Garcia.
And so Canyons with a 1-0 lead. A beautiful start for the Lady Cougars as Williamson, her 5th.
Yeah, it was funny. I was watching Williamson in warm up, and she had a shot that was hard, kind of similar to that one, and placed it exactly where she wanted to put it. And I was looking at it, I was like, if she gets those shots in the game, she'll be on it. And a few minutes into the game, and she has one just like that.
Slid it in on the near side, struck it well on Miramontes, and Miramontes looked like she was unsure where it was going to go.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. When I was watching her shoot in warm-ups, I thought she was going to the far side, but she ended up going to the near side, and same thing for this as well.
Marquez tries to play it in the middle. Here's Striegel now. She'll lay it back, Monteforti. Onto the near side, Williamson again with a touch. Now back to Monteforti again. She'll dance around with it for a second. Now Williamson, middle of the field. Marquez looking for Garcia. It pinballs, comes to Victoria Martinez. She tries to serve it off to Striegel, who couldn't get there. Canyons will move it back to Sophia Solar. She'll play it all the way back to Haley Bench. Bench will drive it ahead. Canyons will again play control. Solar will drive it forward. Citrus will control now back on their own half of midfield. Williamson cutting across to Gasca, knocks it out of play, so it'll be a throw in for Citrus. And again, another Citrus throw-in. Yankees just took a 5-2 lead on a grand slam from Volpe. If you're not watching both games.
If you're not watching both games, we'll be commenting
Yeah,
on both in real time.
happening. Yeah, it'll be happening in real time. Here's Gasca again. So we stay on the near touch line. This time it'll be a throw-in for Canyons. I'm honestly okay if they get blown out. I think it's good. Wake them back up.
Yeah, but if they can win, you know, it'd be great. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to see it. Really, because I watched what's the documentary on Netflix on the Red Sox and the comeback, and so now that's all I can think about.
We watched it too, and that's I was saying. Like, I know it's only happened once in the history of baseball. It only takes one team to be the second. There's Canyons onto the far side of the field. Kind of a little slowdown. Both teams just kind of feeling one another out.
I think
Good.
Canyons has been putting together some good passes, strings of passes.
There's another one here to Williamson on the near side. She'll cut it back through the box. It kind of goes past everybody. Now a turnaround chance from Striegel bounces in on Miramontes, and she makes an easy stop.
I think if she had put a little bit more on that, would have been definitely a challenging
It's going to be a handball called on
play.
Martinez. It was interesting to see Miramontes drop the ball that way and then try and play it. She took her time trying to kick it forward, and that allowed Martinez to get some pressure on her. But of
Guarantee you
course,
she will not do that again.
yeah, Canyons, we've seen it this year, not afraid to pressure ahead.
Yeah. And they definitely learn from those little mistakes. They'll keep doing that. Citrus has been leaving it wide open for Williamson on the outside.
On this near side, yeah, she's been streaking down a few times. She has it again. Marquez got it to her. Tries to play it through the middle. Pinballs around. Alexa Garcia got a foot on it. Striegel off the foot of Williamson. Striegel will just cut it to Monteforti. She'll try and serve it into the box towards the far side. And Miramonte is going to run under it and collect it.
I think if Canyons was ready on the backside, that was a pretty dangerous ball they played in.
Here's Garcia again trying to defend. Emily Cherry has it on her foot. Cherry bumped from behind by Garcia and is going to draw a foul. Cherry, one of the captains for Citrus. For College of the Canyons, we've seen Striegel, we've seen Victoria Martinez, we've seen Vivian Martinez, we've seen Sophia Solar all wear armbands at times. I think it's Solar and Vivian today wearing the captain's armbands. Striegel may have one tucked underneath the jersey, but I can't tell. So here's Citrus trying to work forward. Sarah Nelson with it. She'll chip it towards the Canyons box, but Monteforti there to cut it off. She'll play it back out to midfield where Citrus will collect and play it onto the far side. Alexia Leon. And Citrus able to even the score. A shot off the far side of the field.
That was basically their first attack down the field.
I didn't see who took it. Couldn't tell with the numbers from way over there.
The forward, right in the middle with the long hair. I can't see what number.
So for Citrus, they've evened it at 1. We'll try and get you the goal scorer. I never got a good look at the number, and nobody at the table, unfortunately, did. Might be Bridget Ward, I believe, on the goal. For Ward, it would be her 7th of the year. The 13th minute of the match, and we're even at 1-1. So not a shock to see these two teams trade here early on. Both very competitive, very even with one another.
Yeah, and we saw Canyon kind of controlling for the most part of the beginning of the game here. And that was their one attack down the line, and I think Canyons got caught kind of flat-footed there.
Canyons will get a chance on a throw-in here. They'll go right into Marquez quickly, back to Monteforti. Her service knocked down. She'll play it back. Garcia now with it. Striegel turning, looking for room, lays it off to Williamson, but it's well ahead of her and out of play. Here's Solar. Flips it forward. Wenz had it. Got it to Garcia. Now to Marquez. Vivian Martinez drives it low to her sister, Victoria. Victoria now will lay it off. Striegel will take a right-footed strike that had it earmarked for the upper 90 on the near side, but missed.
She had a lot of power behind that ball. If that was on target, that'd be kind of hard to figure out where that ball was going.
Instead, it's a missed shot. Here's Williamson.
He's safe. Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. That was the angle right there. I just saw the replay 3 times. He's safe. And we keep our shot.
All the way back to bench now. Here's Solar. Canyons has controlled the ball. And they've controlled the attack chances, but they have nothing to show for it in a 1-1 match so far. Vivian Martinez, that's a good ball. Striegel's on side. I think it caught her off guard as it kind of bounced off her. She'll take a shot. Then Miramontes stops. I think it caught Striegel off guard. I think she thought the defender was going to be able to make the play.
I've noticed Striegel does do that. She won't necessarily challenge that player up top. She'll run past it in case the ball gets through. And I think you're right. I think she was actually shocked that it landed right at her feet.
Here's Garcia. We'll play it over to Marquez now. Marquez will swing it onto the outside. Goodman.
Striegel's been on. Her shots tonight have been pretty strong. And she gets them on target. I think she's going to have a goal tonight.
She had 7 shots last match, 3 of them on goal. So she's certainly in the shooting mode right now.
Yeah. I mean, they look like great shots. She just has to get them on target.
Garcia laid off on the outside. Wenz up top, Marquez. Will she strike it from there? No. Instead, she'll play it near side to Williamson. Williamson trying to move. Good defense that time by Citrus. Looked like Gonzalez, or actually Gasca was able to knock it away, and then a long shot goes up and over. But another good strike from Canyons, trying to drive the ball on here early on.
Yeah, and we're talking about depth from Canyons. I mean, we just had a center back taking a shot that didn't miss by that much. It was a pretty good shot. And Citrus, that's hard to defend when shots are coming from every different position.
Montes will drive this one away. Wind is a factor here today. It's blowing towards the Citrus goal right now. So it's interesting that I think Canyons chose to defend the wind-aided side and attack the wind-aided side here early on.
Interesting. I wonder if they think it's going to die by half.
Maybe.
Could be a good strategic move there. I haven't had to think about that in a long time.
But it does play a factor. I mean, it's one of those
Yeah.
things that doesn't get talked enough about, but
No,
that-
it really does. The wind controls the game. When it's strong enough, it will stay on that side.
you kind of saw it right there with Miramontes playing that ball out. It kind of just died in the air, and Canyons gets an attack out of it. One-touch chance blocked down. Williamson didn't get all of it. Played onto the far side by Citrus, and it'll be Canyons throwing from the far side of the field here.
And you talk about the wind affecting the ball. I mean, who knows if that affected the Citrus's shot there, where it hung up a little bit in the air and died. It's hard to judge that.
Citrus will just drive it right back out. Canyons will go right back with another throw-in. Solar trying to serve that into the box, defended away. Here's Marquez. She'll take a shot, hits off a body. That hit off Swell. There's Marquez trying to turn. Cherry stayed right with her. Citrus with another takeaway. They'll move it ahead. Now Citrus with a chance on a run. Cherry down the far side. Cuts it to the middle, but Alexa Garcia there to take it away. The pass was behind the intended target. Canyons trying to find a counter here.
That was a great little flick on the outside there, but good defending by Canyons.
Here's Garcia spinning back for some help. Now Goodman couldn't keep it on the touch line. It'll be a Citrus throw-in.
Dave's punted. Huh? Dave has punted. You see, you pay him in right now. You'll understand.
Here's Marquez now off a takeaway. Citrus trying to counter again. They had plenty of numbers. Mejia, Cherry, numbers, I think Ward as well. This one pops high in the air off the foot of Mejia. Citrus now again with control. Gasco will play it ahead. It kicks off of a Cougar. Ariza takes control. She'll play it onto the outside. Alvarado trying to get there, does. Got it forward, but it's out off of Citrus, and it'll be a Canyons throw-in. So 1-1 the score. Teams have traded goals in the first 20 minutes of the match. Canyons with one from Williamson. Citrus with one from Ward. And we sit even at 1-1. For Canyons, you need a result here, sitting at 5-2-1 in the standings, and you need some help from anybody playing Santa Monica, really. For Citrus, you need a result yourself and some help because you are a game behind Santa Monica. Citrus back to defend here. Sewell able to take it away. All on the far touchline. Now Martinez comes out with it. Victoria Martinez, the leading goal scorer for Canyons, works her way into the penalty area. Didn't get a chance to put one away. Instead, it's back the other way for Citrus. Monteforti and Nelson ran into one another. Nelson looked a little shaken up. Now Garcia down to Williamson again on this near side. Williamson able to chase onto it. She'll try and send it across. It's blocked off of a body by Gasca. It goes out for a Canyons corner kick, so the Cougars get their first corner of the match here. They only produced one against Glendale. Didn't need anything more. Had one goal in the match, or 2 goals in the match.
They've been a lot more successful on this right side with Williamson, and I did think that Citrus did a good job of closing that out, but it also seems like that's just their way of attack today. And it might be where the wind's blowing anyway.
Looks like Wenz is going to be the one to take this corner here. Going to tie her boot. Everyone organizing back near the Citrus goal. Wenz, the left footer, will bend it in low. It's headed right back out to her. She'll get another chance to serve this if she wants. She will again, right into the box, and Miramonte is out to defend. Here's Striegel now, trying to go 1v1 against Spencer. The pair of 22s battling. Spencer able to win this one. And then Striegel, a shoulder check. I'm surprised that didn't get a whistle and a card.
Yeah, I don't know why that did not. That was unnecessary.
So Canyon's going to get a chance here. Marquez will drive it up and over. And it's not as though Striegel is unfamiliar with being booked in matches. 6 of them this year. Had to miss the Santa Monica match. That was a big deal. You lose that match to Santa Monica without her. Didn't score. It was a tough run. But again, with Ashley Striegel, that's kind of what makes her as good as she is that physicality as well.
Yeah, she is not afraid to challenge a player.
Victoria Martinez, or Vivian Martinez, excuse me, tries to play it down, and her sister was kind of looming in the area, but not close enough. Garcia and Mejia tied up for a moment. Garcia still there, and now it's going to be a foul. It was actually Sarah Nelson that Garcia was tied up. Was Nelson able to draw it? And Nelson goes over to the center official, trying to work him for something.
She might have been talking to him about the holding. Garcia did have a good hold on her arm prior to the foul.
This one's served in the air towards the box. It's going to roll out on the end line. It'll be a goal kick for Canyons here. And that's part of the game. You talk about that, working the official for the tugs and the grabs on the arm. That's kind of always talking, always trying to get any advantage you can. Small Monteforti couldn't keep it on the near side touchline. That'll be a Citrus throw-in from Canyons territory. Owls trying to organize here. Just throw it into space. Solar had first touch but couldn't control. Citrus will come away and go the other direction. Here's another Citrus throw-in. Canyon's a partial clear, but held down deep by Swell. This one popped in the air. Nelson couldn't get to it. Will Smith with a solo home run in the Dodger game makes it 5-3. As the ball goes back down to the Citrus end.
Let's go. Sorry. I'm behind it. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Get a better service. Get YouTube TV. Switch with me.
Canyons with another takeaway. Williamson will cut it back. This one driven ahead. Good touch by Victoria Martinez to get it back to Marquez. Just popped a little bit too high in the air. Marquez able to work something out of it, though. Here's Marquez. We'll slip it down to Striegel on the near side. Striegel cutting it back. Monteforti was just too far outside. She gets challenged, and it's a goal kick here. As sliding across was Gasca, but I like the combination, the idea.
Yeah, Canyons has been pretty creative tonight, executing most of their plays, but not all of them. And I think their footwork has been looking pretty good tonight, and definitely working for them.
The Cougars have controlled the pace. They just, again, only have one to show for it, and unfortunately have given up one as well, as we're even at 1-all. The Owls trying to get on an attack. They've been limited on the attack so far. Nothing doing here. Monteforti going to let it roll back to Bench, who will pick it up just near the top of the box.
It will be interesting to see the second half whether or not the ball stays on the same side as it has been, or the Cougars are able to keep it on the windy side.
As the wind right now, as we said, it's blowing towards the Citrus goal, so from left to right on your screen. And it's kind of a swirl as well. It'll cut down towards the near side corner on this right side, and then swirl back to the left a little bit. Canyons couldn't do anything there on an attack, and Miramontes will drive it out to the middle of the field. Marquez will get a takeaway.
Relax, nothing big.
Striegel's been doing a great job of moving the ball quickly and not going with that first choice that the players around her think she's going to do, and choosing to go a different direction with footwork. And unfortunately, her players are having a little bit of trouble continuing through with the run or seeing what she's going to do, but it is making it unpredictable for Citrus, and she definitely needs to keep doing that. I think her players will catch up with her.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Here's Garcia now. Williamson, she'll drive one to the far side. Wenz tried to chase onto it. Couldn't keep it in play.
Interview for the Owls, number 7, Marissa Ariza.
Yes.
This one played out. Striegel able to get onto it. Then she's tripped up, but it was all ball on the contact that time by Cherry. She'll serve it ahead. Ward trying to get there. Martinez, though, able to cut it off and play it out. It's actually solid defense from Vivian Martinez that time to just cut across. Here's Gasca. Plays it down. Cherry. Gonzalez flips it ahead. Garcia able to take it away. Canyons will clear it out towards midfield. Here's Striegel. On it to Marquez. Marquez with plenty of room.
Cougars again with some great footwork out on the field. Some good one touches around.
I am going to say we had a Jesse Munoz hand wave from you just a moment ago on a ball
They
in the
needed
middle.
to play the run down the left side.
Here's Striegel now. Marquez, she'll take a long shot that misses wide.
Wow, she's wanting one of those tonight.
It's a couple of times we've seen Marquez
Yeah.
fire away.
Love to see it.
This guy's gotta be tired.
Another goal kick coming.
Keep it on this side. Keep it on this side. Come on.
Miramontes again will collect. Huh?
He had to, because it was double face. Pretty safe. I would check it again. Stay.
White ball. Be right there.
Again. Be safe. And a run. Pretty sure Daddy won one. Again. Oh, I see the ball. Ball was like at the second baseman.
Owls trying to put some pressure on here. That was their best sequence, I think, of the match so far, Mari. Able to kind of get something going.
Yeah.
Canyon's able to defend it away, though.
And I think Canyons did a great job of making them force the issue, and they were able to collect pretty easily on that.
There's Monteforti. Plays it to Williamson. Williamson across into the middle. Marquez had to bounce it off her chest, dumps it off. When's a chance? She'll take a shot, and a huge diving save by Miramontes. That was a great chance for Canyons.
I wanted Wens to have that shot. She's worked her way to a starting position, and I wanted her to have that.
She had a good look at it.
She
Just a
did.
better save from Miramontes.
I was good shot, but better save.
So here's another chance. Solar going to take this one for Canyons. Solar will spin it towards the top of the box. It bounces off bodies and rolled towards goal, and Miramontes was able to collect it.
Win this game 15-14 for all I care, man. Let Landon Mack go.
This ball bouncing in the center circle. Monteforti will collect. Now Now Striegel trying to work onto the outside. She gets around Nelson, who falls down. Striegel will serve it down into the box. Martinez behind the defense. She'll cut it back through the middle. A one-touch chance, and Williamson scores! Canyons with a 2-1 lead. Beautiful passing from the Cougars.
Yeah, that was well done. Striegel's been doing that all game, where she's quick enough to get past her player with a little bit of footwork. It's nothing fancy, but it's just enough because she's so fast. And then she's creating these opportunities and using Williamson with that. That was fantastic. Another really well done string.
It's Martinez on the pass, her second match with an assist. Striegel's the one that creates it, but Martinez, knowing she has Williamson on the run, and Canyons with a 2-0 lead for Williamson, her second of the match, her sixth, excuse me, of the season.
And this has been what I've wanted to see from Williamson all season. Looks like she's gained a little bit of confidence and sureness on the ball and where she needs to be.
Comes in the 39th minute here of the first half. Canyons with a 2-1 advantage now. And remember, I mean, still a lot of time left in the match, but a result is needed here for the Cougars to stay in the hunt for the WSC South titles. This one played out by Canyons. Canyons has led 1-0 and 2-1 now. Citrus will have a throw in here.
And attacking with the wind, they should be trying to put away, and they have been, as many goals as possible while they're on this side. Feel as though they're basically gearing up to defend the next half because of the wind.
Williamson first touch, Garcia second. Striegel and Mejia came together on the third. It came over to Victoria Martinez. She'll play it over to Wenz. It slides along the far side.
And I will say that's how it used to feel when it was a really windy game, is you knew where the attack was going to be based upon the wind and whether you have one half to attack and one half to defend, so you better use that half to your advantage.
Here's Martinez. Now Striegel. She got knocked down as she cut it along to the outside. A little fair play, or turnabout fair play, as Mejia knocks her down. Striegel unhappy with it. And really Striegel had one in the corner.
Yeah, I was going to
early.
say, as much as you want to complain about that, I don't think you can, because I think she got away with a good one.
Yeah, I think the one on Striegel earlier might have earned a card. That one was maybe not as egregious, but still
the ref's
definitely book-worthy,
Yeah, letting him play a little bit.
Now Striegel trying to cut around a defender. And Spencer was there to just kind of use her body, shield the ball from Striegel, and then play it out.
It was a great ball for Striegel to run onto. I think her first touch just kind of put her in a position that made it a little bit harder.
So another corner here for Canyons. Solar going to get this one. Solar flips it towards the box. It goes over everybody's head. Goodman couldn't get a good touch on it. Citrus going to be able to get it clear. Monteforti battling here. She's going to get a takeaway.
And a great choice to turn that instead of pass it back. She saw that they were going there.
Solar trying for the nutmeg there, didn't get it. Now she'll try and work around a defender. And Citrus just smartly plays it out. That was Jilliana Gasca staying right with Solar this time. This one played towards the box. Canyons will have a chance at it, but Garcia couldn't collect. Ward played it ahead, taken away by Marquez. Played back to Monteforti, who pitches it into the box. It'll be collected by Miramontes.
Hey, stop the clock, Matt. Oh, yeah. Sorry. The dog
Canyons trying to work down here. Final moments here, the first half. Wenz couldn't collect, but forced a throw in. Canyons will play it back to Martinez. In the middle, Solar. Solar looking for room. She'll slide it over to Monteforti. Ahead, Striegel collects. Still looking for room to operate here. 3 white jerseys around her, couldn't do much with it, had it taken off her foot. Citrus clears up towards the midline where Solar knocks it down. She'll sweep it ahead, Marquez. Marquez can fire it, she will from there, but it's gonna bounce in and gonna be an easy stop for Miramontes. Maybe 15 here this first half. We're on the officials' clock. Williamson collects. Slides it back towards Solar. Played by bench, but that'll be the final whistle. First half in the books. Canyons with 2 from Bailey Williamson. They have a 2-1 lead as we'll go into the second half when we come back.
Hey there, Cougar. I forgot the Cougar's name.
Oh, I know it is. It's... Wait, I forgot its name too.
Hey, bro, what's that cat's name again?
I have no idea. Who is that again? I forgot.
Who is that?
Hey, do you need help getting registered? Let's find your schedule. What's your name again?
Hey, Cooper, come on in. Are you here for a student ID card?
Oh, it's Cooper. The Cougar's name is Cooper.
Oh, Cooper.
I don't know. Man, I don't know, man. Man, that's Cooper, man.
That's Cooper.
Cooper. Cooper the Cougar. Yeah, that's Cooper.
Okay.
Wait, isn't your name Cooper?
Here we go, Cooper. 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Hey, Chancellor, Cooper is here to see you.
Cooper, thanks for coming in to see me, but I have just one question for you. What's your last name?
Here we go again.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees, they catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the Shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center. and welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for second half action. College of the Canyons and Citrus. Glad to have you back with us. Cougars with 2 goals in the first half, both by Bailey Williamson, her 5th and 6th of the season, to get Canyons a 2-0 lead. For Citrus, Bridget Ward, the only goal for the Owls, her 7th of the year. As Canyons will start with the ball. They'll attack to our left, and that is the wind deficit side, as the wind blowing to our right here still as we work on into the night. We are underway, 7:10 in the evening here as we start the second half. Temperature down underneath 60 degrees at this point now. It's down into the 50s. First time in a long time we've been down into the 50s.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's used to it.
Might play a little bit of a factor as the night goes on, but with the wind blowing, there shouldn't be much by way of moisture on the field, although we did have some rain out here yesterday, expecting some more this weekend. And I know if you're not from Southern California and you're watching this from somewhere else, you might be thinking, oh, big deal, rain, but it's sunny 350 days out of the year here in Southern California.
Fair, it did come out of nowhere, and I did get caught in it, and I got soaked. So it was a lot. It was a lot of rain for a little bit of time.
Here's Sophia Solar with the ball. Played it back to Goodman. They'll connect onto the near side to try and get it to Solar, but she couldn't collect. And it's a throw in here for Citrus off the near side of the field. Quickly back into play. Ariza played it ahead. Canyons will take over. Vivian Martinez will play it ahead to her sister Victoria, who couldn't collect it. Victoria will get it on second touch, but couldn't do anything with it. Maybe a little bit too quick, had more time on her foot than she thought. Canyons will recontrol. Garcia with it. Now to Striegel. Striegel was very active in the first half. Both her and Williamson aggressive in that first half, as well as Felicia Marquez. Here's Goodman. Goodman with lots of room to operate here, just kind of cruising. We'll dump it off. Williamson off the near side. She'll serve it far side looking for Martinez. And it was out of her reach. Wenz couldn't get onto it, and Miramontes came to collect it.
Mentioned the wind being a factor in this game. I think we just saw it affect that ball in a little bit. Kind of killed it right in the air. And that's something we'll see because the Cougars were attacking mainly the last half. We'll see if they can keep that up, or the wind really is a big factor in killing an attack on that side.
Here's Goodman. Good little step through from Goodman that time. Plenty of room to carry here. Still looking, kind of pointing out directions. Cuts around a defender. She got by Quiros. Now we'll dump it off to Williamson. Williamson back into the middle of the field. Martinez let it roll under her foot. Wenz will try and chase onto it and play back for control. On to 40. Striegel, middle of the field. Canyons again with control. Martinez ahead. Williamson couldn't collect. Goodman over to help. Marquez now. Back to Goodman. Goodman, a couple little touches with her feet, now flips it in the middle. Williamson, it bounced on her. She was able to collect, got it to Victoria Williamson. Back to Garcia. Garcia can strike it from there. She'll take one, but not much doing, and it's covered up by Miramontes.
Yeah, we saw her involved in the first goal, but haven't really seen her involved in too much of the attack. She's been up there and controlling the ball and distributing, but not much in an attacking way. Tonight, I'd like to see her get a little bit more involved. I think that would help the Cougars.
Marquez, after a good first touch, she'll try and strike one, and again goes well wide. Wind kind of is dying out a touch here, but that one really not dangerous at all from Felicia Marquez.
Yeah, a little off target on that, but if she can get on target, it works for her. She's been doing that all game.
Another throw incoming for Citrus here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Canyons has made a sub.
No, and they did not the other day against Glendale. Pretty much everybody played 90 minutes, although Williamson was only credited with the 67, but I'm pretty sure she played the entire 90.
I did see that, yeah.
They didn't see anybody else on the roster. So Canyons kind of going with their starting 11 and staying with it as of late, it seems. Here's Solar onto the near side of the field. Goodman will collect. She'll run it ahead. Dumps it Williamson near side. Williamson looking for room to operate. She'll cut it onto the outside. Now cuts it back to the middle around a defender. She'll take a shot or a pass. It looked like she was lining something up, but was just trying to serve it into the box. Garcia almost wins a battle for a loose ball. Now she'll get it and touch it ahead. Bounces off of an Owl on a clearing play. Collected by Canyons. Marquez, as the Cougars just calmly go back to recontrol here. Remember, Canyons with a 2-1 lead, so the more they possess the ball, the better here as we continue on.
Yeah, if you're not getting pressed, you might as well hold on to the ball while you have the lead and then attack when you feel comfortable.
Wen's kind of running through everybody with it that time. Now Marquez, Garcia, little stutter step. She'll sweep it onto the outside. Vivian Martinez. Canyons will just work it around in that combination back to Martinez. She'll slide it towards the box. Defended in the air. Collected by Williamson after a couple of touches. Now she'll slide it on. Martinez almost behind a defender. Pops it around one. Now we'll try and get onto it. And Miramonte is able to cover it up. That was a beautiful chance. I think Martinez, if she takes it on the first touch, has a really good look.
Yeah, I think I almost expected her to take it on that first touch. And I think next time she will if she has a similar opportunity. Sometimes you just want to get the perfect shot so you feel comfortable, but I think as a good striker, it's not necessarily about that. It's you'll get better with whatever shot you get if you just keep taking them.
Drop ball coming here after the whistle for an injury for Citrus. Miramontes will be allowed to just pick it back up. Drives it high in the air, takes a hop off the turf. Monteforti will pop it back onto the Citrus side of midfield. Owls pinball one ahead to Ward. Ward onto the far side, trying to get it to Cherry. And Monteforti nicely drives it off her to create a throw-in. Citrus back to work here. Sarah Nelson with it for a moment. They'll work it onto the outside. Owls trying to get onto their first attack here in the second half. Not much doing for Cherry that time as Vivian Martinez able to knock her off the ball. Then pinballs it out on a clear to Marquez. Marquez spinning around from a defender. Believe they'll let them play an advantage for a moment. And then they'll say it's out off of Marquez and a throw-in for Citrus. Official has not called many fouls today. Has been quiet with the whistle.
He's been letting him play as long as it's not a dangerous play and it's, you know, it's not one-sided. I think it's okay.
Citrus trying to work forward here. Nelson collects. Striegel right with her. Still a little fight for the ball. Nelson able to push it ahead. Ball pops in the air. Ward gets checked from Solar on a ball that was loose in the air, and that might get Solar in the book here.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Although he does not look, the center official does not look like he's working that way.
That's probably because he hasn't called many fouls tonight. If he had, I'm sure that would. That was...
It was an aggressive play from Solar.
She
I
didn't
don't know
see
if
it
it was... Yeah. Right in the back of Ward.
It's hard to be... Usually you can prepare yourself. She couldn't tell that was coming. That was a little bit of an aggressive play coming from Solar. She's strong. She's strong on the ball, but we usually don't see that from her.
So Ward getting checked out here by the athletic training staff. Well, she's all right. She's the goal scorer so far today for Citrus. So we'll pace off the yardage here. Citrus will have a chance for a free kick opportunity. Looks like Mejia going to be the one to take this. Large wall. It's right dead in the middle of the field here. Citrus sends a runner to the near side. They try for a good chance, and that was a well-designed play, but they missed it wide. Good late pressure that time from, I believe it was Vivian Martinez running out to just
She
take
saw
away
it
an
and
angle.
she was gone. I think she cut off the angle that she needed to cut off. She did a good job.
Canyons goes quick here. Martinez will drive it ahead. This ball bounces around Citrus. Striegel able to run onto it. Striegel with room to operate. She'll just step into one. I'm not sure why from that far out. Miramonte is able to collect it easily. So we'll get a goal kick here from Canyons, just about 13 minutes into this second half.
Something you can feel on the field, usually at this time with this score, is the pressure ramping up from both sides. You can feel the tension a little bit from the girls and the crowd, and that usually does play a factor into these games.
There's Goodman working ahead. Williamson running down the near sideline will collect off Goodman's foot. Cuts it back to the middle, looking for service. Instead, we'll play it back to Goodman. Goodman now still working. At the same time in the Dodger game, New York leading 6-4. Shohei Ohtani just swung through a 0-1 pitch with a runner on Tommy Edmond at first base with one away. We're in the top of the 7th here, so this is a big spot for the Dodgers, as is for both these teams on this field in a 2-1 game. Foul going to be called against Citrus here, so Canyons will get a free kick opportunity. Williamson able to draw it. So now the Cougars will get something set up here. I think Solar moving ahead like she wants to take it. Striegel might have called her off for the moment. Maybe they're both going to step around near it and see what they can create.
I wouldn't even be upset if Striegel took it. I mean, she's had these shots tonight that, if on frame, I think they're untouchable. Oh, beautiful gap.
Everyone organizing here. Striegel runs over it. Solar drives it on, and Miramontes collects it. Bent it around the wall. Just wasn't dangerous right at Miramontes.
Starting to call a lot more fouls that I'm surprised he's calling based upon the fact that he did not call other ones. but I think that's just him trying to control that tension.
Citrus was able to win that one, and we've kind of seen the field tipped a little bit more onto the Canyon side here in this second half. We talked about the wind being a factor in the first, and it's kind of been the same. We've seen Canyons not with maybe the same zip up the field. Now they've got a chance. Striegel with room. She'll strike it ahead, but it bounces off of the defender and Spencer, and now back the other way comes Citrus.
She had Wenz running through him, and she would have been open, just had to play that ball right.
This one rolls towards the box, and Bench going to collect it. Canyon smartly just blocking everybody away. Now Striegel jumps around one defender. Marquez trying to defend off of Cherry. Striegel comes over to help and plays it back to Vivian Martinez. Right back to Striegel in the middle of the field. She'll slide it ahead to Williamson. Williamson cuts back to Marquez. Marquez spinning. She'll go to work. Sends it ahead, slips it between the defense. Martinez behind, steps around Miramontes and slides it home. Victoria Martinez makes it 3-1 Canyons.
Every single one of their goals tonight has been executed so well. Marquez has been using her body all night to make those kinds of turns, and it's so nice when it's able to pay off. Great finish and control by Victoria.
So for Victoria Martinez, her 10th of the season.
No. Yes, 18.
So Canyons gives themselves some breathing room here with another beautifully designed goal up the field. It started, as you said, with Marquez turning around and then just split the defense, and there was nothing left for Martinez to do but just run onto it and slide it home.
Yeah, there wasn't really any urgency on Citrus's side to get to Marquez after that turn, which I think they've been underestimating her in that area all game because she's been able to do that. I mean, she's working for it. She's making the moves and doing it. And she was able to send a beautiful ball through to Martinez.
Number 11, sister of Vivian Martinez, Victoria. Yeah, it's what's the stats say, so I updated it today. It should be here. Yeah, but it didn't.
So we sit at 3-1. So we send for Martinez her 10th tuck of the year. Comes in the 61st minute. Canyons gives themselves some breathing room here. Here's Goodman. Canyons will play it back to Bench. Solar, a good little touch ahead to Goodman. Goodman trying to get it to Williamson, but she couldn't collect. Striegel up ahead to chase it down. She's able to knock it away from Swell. Works it back to the middle of the field. Martinez couldn't get there, and Citrus just forced to clear it away. There's Solar. She'll slide it over. Now Striegel chops it ahead. Garcia couldn't do anything, or excuse me, didn't get to Wenz. Then Garcia couldn't collect. Citrus Cherry. She'll play it ahead. Leon knocks it down. Goodman able to fight it away from her. A little battle from Layla Goodman that time.
Talked about it before, but her footwork is just fantastic. She's so aware of where the player is while she has the ball and what she can do with the ball.
Canyon's going to create another throw-in, this time off the far side of the field. With just about 25 minutes to go here in the second half. A goal in the 61st minute by Victoria Martinez, her 10th of the year. Her second and third point, we should say. Forget soccer, you get 2 points for a goal and 1 point for an assist. So team high, now 24 points on the season for her. Solar will slide it down to Williamson on a beautifully textured ball. Williamson will cut it back to the middle, but she couldn't feed it to anyone in a blue jersey, and Citrus back the other way. Now Garcia. Couple of stutter steps. Gets around to Riza. Drops it down into the middle of the field. Nobody there for Canyons as Wenz couldn't get onto it. Citrus will get a goal kick here. Martinez again, able to step up and knock a ball away from the Owls as they tried to work forward. Here's Striegel now. Williamson. Trying to get it to Martinez. Swell was there to mark her for a moment. Now Cherry back the other way. Nelson on a run. They'll get it to Ward, who's on a run. Bench going to come out and dive on it, though, before Ward could get there. Smart read by Bench that time, chasing well out to make the play.
Very acrobatic in that. That was nice.
This one pops high in the air. Cherry, first touch. Striegel able to collect. Now Striegel are going to just try and split defenders. Bounces off of a check by Cherry. Couldn't get around the third layer. Cherry able to play it to Nelson, who plays it back to Cherry, to Quiros. In the middle towards Nelson, defended away by Vivian Martinez, who just drives it away and lets it roll out of play. Canyons will see maybe our first sub of the match for them. Can't see who it is on that far sideline getting loose. Here's Williamson, collects on a turnover. Alvarado looked uncomfortable. She kind of just stopped playing. That allows Canyons a little bit of numbers coming down. But an offside flag on the far side of the field. Goes against the Cougars. Looks like Kiana Madera maybe off that far side of the field getting ready.
I think you might be right.
That's a guess. We'll find out when she comes in. We can't tell from way over here.
Lexi Friedrich, I think.
Yeah, Lexi
actually.
Frederick now is what Brendan Moskal, our statistician, says. Again, we'll see. He had binoculars, though, so
That's fair. We're just using our eyes.
I'm just trying to see who it looks like over there. I can't really tell. Garcia challenges and knocks down Cherry as Cherry tried to feed it to the middle. Garcia that time couldn't collect as it was taken away by Quiros. Then Cherry again gets knocked down. Then Ward knocked down by Martinez. Citrus asking for fouls, not getting anything here. The Canyons faithful on the near side saying no, that was all ball. So the fans...
Ward's having a little bit of a tough go at it tonight.
things. A lot more physicality tonight from Canyons than we've seen in recent memory. Here's a chance, though, for Citrus, but a good step up. Nelson kind of was just looking down at the ball, and Solar just stood in the way and knocked it away. Here's Marquez. Sends it to the far side. Wenz has it. Back in the middle to Marquez. Touches it back to Garcia. Garcia plays it down. Monteforti on a run. She'll try and set up service, but it was low rolling on the turf and picked up by Miramontes.
That was a great ball wide. It died right in front of her player that she was trying to get to.
This one will go out off of Citrus. It'll be a, or excuse me, off of Canyons. It'll be a Citrus throw in. Solar will place this one high in the air. It'll go out of play, and it'll stall the clock for a minute as well. As Citrus will just throw it back in as quickly as they can.
At this point, you want to hold the ball as much as you can, keep possession. But now this is when game management comes into play, and this is where you'll see the players take a little bit of extra time to get the ball back into play and maybe send it to the corners. And
see Canyons just content with control at the moment. All in their half of midfield. Marquez couldn't collect that down. Citrus trying to play it forward, but again, Canyons in good spots to defend. Able to knock the ball away. Martinez went crashing through a couple of bodies, and Citrus back the other direction. Nelson, defended by Goodman. Slows it up. Alvarado tries to serve it to the box. Garcia knocks it away. Bounces towards Ariza. Ariza will try and strike one that hits off of Vivian Martinez, pinballs around, and it's picked up by Bench. Martinez, Victoria that time, able to flick that one ahead. Citrus collects. Spencer had it, got it to Swell. Owls again trying to play it through the middle. They were looking for Cherry that time, couldn't get it. Canyons again with control. Vivian Martinez ahead to Striegel. Striegel bumped a couple of times, able to recollect. Still has it, and will slide it all the way back to Bench. Good touch from Goodman.
Great control there.
It's Goodman. She's got a great first touch on the ball.
Yeah, her touch on the ball is incredible.
Here's a chance. Garcia with a run, trying to streak down the far side. Gasca trying to stay with her. She'll serve it into the box. It bounces off of a Citrus defender as Swell was there. Canyons will try and serve it in again, but Miramonte is over to collect.
Talking about first touches, too. I mean, Canyons has done a really good job tonight. They've been playing some balls that might not actually be that easy to control to each other. And they've been able to do one touches through that all tonight. And I've seen it all season, but they're really on tonight.
Outside of the goal for Citrus, they've been very cohesive defensively as well.
Yes.
That last play, just a prime example. Bench knowing that she needs to rush out and get that. And Solar and Goodman both just defending the body of the Citrus player running down on it to make sure she could get to it. Here's Williamson now. Slides it off to Striegel on the near side. Canyons again controlling. Kiana, zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little bit. I got you. I got you. Just keep it wide. So Card coming against, who did he book?
Striegel.
Book Striegel, so Striegel picks up her 7th of the year. Back-to-back games with a card for Striegel. But Canyons has the ball. I'm not certain what the book was for.
Striegel got.
I was looking.
She got taken down, and that was a foul. But she retaliated on the ground and tried to kick her, so got a card for that.
There you go. And that's why you're watching, and I'm trying to do 3 things at once. Not always working. So Solar will serve this one in off the foul. Defended away Spencer with first touch. Garcia picks it back up. Solar will drive it right back in as Nelson runs into her. Bounces over the head of Spencer. Still loose and played in the air by Citrus a couple of times. Giros knocks it ahead. Garcia will touch it down and control for Canyons. There's Martinez again looking for another. Miramontes just knocked it away from her at the last second. Williamson looking for her third. We'll dump it. Martinez looking for her second. Miramontes with a save.
Canyons really has been all over the field tonight. They've been able to be unpredictable, I think. They don't really have like a pattern where they've been continually going through one player, through one side. In the beginning, maybe it was a little bit more on Williamson's side, but consistently they've been kind of all over. That's hard to defend.
Citrus able to draw their first corner of the match. For the Owls, they had 5 against LA Valley, all in the first half. This is their first today. I believe we'll get our substitutions here. It'll be Emma Wenz coming off. It is Lexley Frederick coming in. Frederick, just her 7th appearance of the season this match.
This is a tough time, I will say, to get subbed into a match.
Just over 13 minutes to go. Canyons with a 3-1 lead, so a little breathing room here. Corner served. Bench was knocked down. Canyons cleared it away. Bench kind of popped it out at first. Now this one right back into the box, and Bench again that time able to collect. Very nicely done by the keeper for Canyons, as Bench a couple of dangerous plays in the box, and she's able to clean them up.
Yeah, it's been fun watching her back there kind of command that goal.
Goodman takes a little shoulder shiver from Nelson that time. Draws a foul, so Canyons will get a chance to set up on a free kick here and waste a little bit of time. Solar will drive it towards the box. Knocked down by Swell. Plays it ahead to Nelson. Nelson looking for Ward. Off of Ward's foot. Solar trying to stay right with her. And Solar will drive it out of play.
Interesting.
Solar looks like she's uncomfortable. That, I think, is her...
She's either cramping.
Yep.
She's cramping, okay. I know she had sprained her ankle earlier, so I was a little concerned. I also think that call was not the correct way.
We'll get a Citrus substitution. Ariza heading off.
I don't think she's gonna stop cramping.
Patty Villanueva out, the athletic trainer.
We have another player down. I think Patty needs to go to her right now.
I think Nelson is down, yeah, as well. Not sure what happened with Nelson. Well, she's having a asthma episode here.
It's more catastrophic injuries that I'm worried about.
So Nelson's sitting up, Solar on her feet. So will add some time. I think for Nelson, it's just a matter of, and I've been there as an asthmatic myself, just having to catch your breath.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's easier said than done.
Solar's going to have to come off for the next play at least. And I believe same with our Citrus player.
I'm not sure because there was a throw-in, so.
No? Thought if the trainer comes out.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They seem to.
Technicalities.
Yeah. So as this drags on here a little bit, the weather, since it is cold, you got to try and stay loose on both sides here. Nelson up on her feet, so that's good to see. Still getting attended to here. Lady Cougar's very loose right now, kind of chatting, moving around, getting ready to go. So Nelson will come off. They'll sub for her. Citrus will have a throw in here as we go back to work. Still a 2-goal advantage for Canyons at 3-1. Looking for a result here to keep them in the hunt for the conference lead. This one played out by Citrus, so it'll be a Canyons throw-in. So clock ticking at about 5 minutes here. Likely, I don't know, 3 minutes of added time.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Cougars controlling with a 2-goal advantage. 2 goals from Bailey Williamson. 1 from Victoria Martinez. The only goal for Citrus from Bridget Ward. This one right into the box. Martinez behind the defense again. And the ball just had too much height on it for her to get a decent touch. Don't forget, coming up this week on the Cougar Sports Network, the Clash at Canyons Tournament men's basketball in action for the first time this season on Friday. We'll have both contests between Canyons and Oxnard, Cuyamaca and Barstow, starting at 4 and 6 p.m. And then Saturday, for sure we will have football against the Moore Park Raiders, a 1 p.m. start time for that one. Cougars coming off a win over Allen Hancock a week ago, a 21-10 victory, and then we will potentially have men's basketball on the network. Right now, we are not sure if that will happen since the football game is at 1. The basketball games are at 4 and 6. It's going to be tough for us to run around to all of those, but we'll see if we can at least bring you visuals, maybe no audio with either of them. And it's just kind of wasting some time. Ball down around the corner here.
And Canyons is happy to do that.
Citrus will have a throw-in off the far side. Here's Williamson now. That pass goes right to one of the Owls. Canyons can't get lazy here, though. Ariza tries to serve it towards the box. Goodman collects. Goodman just so calm with the touch. Canyons will be able to clear it ahead. Martinez and Swell ran into one another, and it goes by both of them. Martinez able to run back onto it as she was able to kind of shiver off of Swell. Now we'll set it down. That's a beautiful ball, but an offside flag on the far side. Frederick was loose.
That was such a beautifully timed ball from Martinez to Frederick on the outside. I don't know if she was off, but that was, she made the perfect pause and then pass on that.
Clock.
Goodman again. Just a smart little touch that time. Again, Goodman this time has it taken off of her foot.
I know, you almost get so used to her just coming out with the ball every time in such a graceful manner.
About a minute left on the clock, but of course, some added time. We won't get the word on how much added time. It's just on the officials' watch. Canyons will drive one to the far side of the field. Time running out here on Citrus, trailing by 2. Owls now working here. Cherry stops up. Martinez with her. Goodman there as well. Was able to slip it over to Leon, but the Cougars with layers back. As Martinez now able to play it over to Solar, and Solar will just serve it out towards midfield. Free kick. Citrus will play it far side. Striegel, good defense there. Striegel again with it. Final few moments here. Canyons trying to pick up their 6th conference win of the season. Williamson will serve. Ball knocked down. Martinez collects. Got it back towards Garcia. Garcia looking for one final exclamation point, but drives it wide. So the longer Canyons keeps it down on that side of midfield, the better for the Cougars here. Trying to finish off the final moments. Striegel takes away the free kick. Lays it out. It'll be a Citrus throw-in. Now the official holds up 4 fingers. We've been well over a minute with the clock off, so.
Say a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So the fact that there's 4 more, that's.
Williamson knocks down one of the Owls, and that's going to be a foul on Williamson. Now we'll get another run on from the medical staff as it's swelled down here. So the 4 minutes of added time, this will add more time to the added time. So Swell gonna walk off. And jog off under her own power, so that's good.
I think it might have been an arm. She went down. I saw it still kind of somehow attached to Williamson. I don't know how, but that was the area the problem area for her.
So we'll continue on now. Ball kind of skipping around. Goodman with another takeaway. Now we'll get it to Martinez. Room for her to work, trying to send it down, but Williamson wasn't running. Was looking for a cutter that time, didn't have it. Another ball just cleared out by Canyons. Just trying to get to the final whistle here. A 3-1 Cougars lead. Alvarado played it towards Mejia on the throw-in. Canyons will then clear it back down to the Citrus end of midfield. Cougars creating a defensive wall pretty much at midfield at this point in time, just laying everyone back with a 2-goal advantage. Spencer's pass knocked away by Garcia. Spencer back to collect again. And that'll be the final whistle. Canyons will take it 3-1 on the strength of 2 Bailey Williamson goals and a Victoria Martinez one to cap it off. The Cougars get to 6-2-1 on the season. Citrus drops for the 3rd time this year, and the Cougars get the win. That'll do it for us here on the webcast. We thank you for joining us. We hope to see you on Friday, men's basketball in action here on the Cougar Sports Network.